Welcome to day 4 of the 31 days of Halloween. Today I watched Belzebuth from 2017. It's a Mexican horror film that I watched as Shudder, as it is a Shudder exclusive. And it is about a string of massacres that happen on the U.S.-Mexican border, and a detective is assigned to these cases whose child was murdered during one of these massacres. And the U.S. sends down a forensic team to help him solve the case. And they find out that there is a satanic kind of tie-in to all the cases, and so hijinks ensue. And the film stars Tobin Bell, who kind of plays a excommunicated priest, and with Tobin Bell, it's always hard to kind of see him as anything other than Jigsaw because his voice is so distinctive. So I've kind of typecast him in as Jigsaw, but he's pretty good in this role. I mean, Tobin Bell kind of plays the same character a lot. You always kind of see him play that kind of like maybe slightly mysterious, brooding kind of character. So that's what he plays in this movie. Other than this film being a little bit long, I did really enjoy it. It's a pretty unique movie. It has a twist in it that I don't want to spoil here, but it's really good. The only really kind of downside to this movie is that the CG in places is very bad. I mean, it's pretty bad everywhere. It's just there are certain scenes where it's excusable and it looks okay. The kills are like pretty crazy. It's pretty intense because it's all pretty realistic in a way. I mean, there is one kill that's kind of or one scene because they're usually all like mass killings. There's never like just like one person. It's always like all in one shot. And again, there's some child murder in this movie too, because somehow I got 2 movies like that in my 31 days of Halloween already at day 4. It didn't happen by design, completely by accident. And the opening scene is pretty disturbing and brutal. There's like a baby murder going, several baby. It's in a hospital, in a maternity ward, and there are all the babies that are sitting in the crib, and a nurse kind of goes wild. Yeah, it's a pretty brutal scene. And it may be hard to watch for some people because there's a couple different. They're all kind of mass killings, so some people might not be into that kind of thing. But after the first 45 minutes, I think it all goes into kind of what happens later and after the reveal. So it's definitely worth watching. In the finale, there's also some really kind of bad looking CG blood that kind of shoots out. If you've ever seen kind of a more lower budget horror movie where they try to add blood after the fact, it looks like that. So I'd recommend this one if you have the time, and if you're ready to read a couple subtitles, because part of it is in Spanish, part of it's spoken in English. It's definitely worth checking out at least once. So thanks for checking out day 4, Belzebuth 2017, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another review.